problem I have is many of you for decades now, especially if you've been watching car content for decades, have not been clued in on the game. And I think that's the unfair part. The internet has taken and allowed everybody to speak, which is the great thing about the internet. The problem is many people that are speaking have never been in the car business. Guys that have only dealt with the press corps of car companies, they're not in the car business. They're just around the car business. They're going and driving cars on the track, which you're never going to do. Largely driving cars that you're never going to buy. Largely, hanging around people you're never going to be around. I think a lot of you are sick of knowing people are getting first-class flights and first-class meals at resorts they can't afford, and they don't disclose it to you. Because that's what's happening. If you think somebody's flying to Italy to drive a Ferrari, and they would be able to do that on their own dime, that ain't happening. They don't have that kind of money. That's the facts. I can say this out loud because we've heard from so many people. The people that work in the press part of the car business for these auto manufacturers, they think they're buying good press by doing this.
Yeah.
Yet the people that are being paid go, I'm not being paid. Well, the people cutting the check think they're buying good press.
Man, it's funny how that works, isn't it?
It's funny, the person cutting the check, when you're having a drink or you're talking to them offline, they're like, hey, hell yeah, we are.
Sounds like the opposite of a good transaction if you're asking me.
Yeah, they're like, hell yeah, we are. And then these guys are like, nobody dropped a bag of money on my doorstep. It's like, I don't think that's what anybody said, dude.